Cardinals on Patriots Week 1. Let's do it. We also have 4 of the games for you guys. They're all rivalry games because we want to switch it up this year. We don't want to do the same teams every time.
Yeah.
We want to do. Break the routine. Get something new.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Garoppolo's Patriots.
You fixed the glitch!
Cardinals.
Yeah.
With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the 2 men who will be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Gordon and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air.
Shorter game, guys.
Tonight,
4 minutes.
We've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing
No Gronk today, guys. He got injured.
About both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy.
There's an 87 there.
All the plays.
But
if you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
I did it perfectly.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance.
Time to
That's
dance.
fielded in the end zone.
Time to dance.
Juked him. Still on his feet. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 14th year now out of USC. It's Carson Palmer.
And what a home he has found in Arizona. Had success earlier in his career at other places, starting out in Cincinnati. But what's happened for him in Arizona, he's become the natural leader of that team.
A good passer
and
and
is
a good
enjoying throwing the ball downfield to some big-time receivers.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal 3rd rounder out of Northern Iowa. And I think last year started as a 4th string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produces the year 1 honor. Remember, he can run it, he can catch it. He was a wide receiver at Northern Iowa before he became a running back, and also has great kick return ability. Ran 1 back for a touchdown in 2015.
On 2nd down, Johnson trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put 1 on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, the first thought is to think run.
Never mind.
In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
2 Patriots there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Like, what, 7 minutes per quarter? That's fine.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these 2 have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
I can hear that.
First down carry here for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Try to skip it. We're still talking. Like I skip it when they're done talking. We're done talking.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now it's Palmer. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Drew Butler to punt for Arizona, the son of former Bears kicker Kevin Butler. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense onto the field, led by Jimmy Garoppolo. And, Charles, here we go. It's Garoppolo's team for the first few weeks of the season.
And he got the full starter treatment in Week 4 of preseason. They kept him out of the game and protected him so that he's ready to go for the season opener. But I liked what I saw from him in the preseason, especially the game he wasn't supposed to start and ended up having to start because Tom Brady got hurt, handled it like a champ.
He got hurt?
I think he's going to be A-OK, and the Patriots are ready to roll.
Maybe he's like, maybe he's
Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I assume
it's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Garoppolo now, trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
It's very quiet.
And now a 1st down following that long game.
I ran out of stuff.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it gives the Pats a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Ringo. Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he hits his target. This is Clay Harbor. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll stick with the passing game as he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Yeah.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
Right, we might get something. No.
They come up with an offset eye.
Look at that shit.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now Palmer to throw.
Oh, come on.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
We're going to pray! What?
On 3rd down, Palmer. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play.
My defense
and guess what? They took a shot.
One guy just darted to me.
They managed to get it done.
Fielded just inside the 30. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Back onto the field heads the Patriots offense, and always so much talk about who's under center and throwing the ball for the Patriots. What about their ground game this year?
It almost doesn't seem to matter who's out there because it rotates almost weekly about who's going to be the featured guy or the lead guy. LeGarrette Blount 1 week. Can James White get into that mix? Brandon Bolden has had his moments. I know DJ Foster is a change-up guy who can play running back and slot receiver. And they might very well get Dion Lewis back before this season is over. He's on the IR, but he's eligible to return after Week 7.
Garoppolo. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
What does it sound like?
The hole in the zone? I don't think so.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And to me, partner, Chris Hogan in a lot of ways symbolizes New England and what they like to do, because you're never really sure where they're going to line him up and how they're going to utilize him. Just as New England runs offense from week to week, he's got a great opportunity here, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo in the first month of the season.
Yeah, he says his role is still evolving. Last year in Buffalo, 36 catches, 450 yards, 2 touchdowns. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So at halftime, it's the
this better not be the final score.
As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Cardinals and the Patriots are in a defensive battle right now. The scoring is at a minimum, so both...
So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the 3rd quarter.
That was what I wanted to hear.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? They skipped
the
it?
Patriots
Never mind. You're just having story time.
Now they'll be looking to extend that.
How does a dude have 30 hot dogs?
This is where I enjoy
stuff
talking
in his
about one
mouth?
of my favorite subjects. Tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way.
I was expecting a better reaction out of you.
And they've had the ability to
No, I was laughing.
I
just wasn't like,
adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback,
if it's a nothing
that's
game,
one of the
guys,
better
like this,
throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be
all
careful not to wait
goal.
too long.
That's all
and
that
let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball,
and that better not be the final score.
A couple times, but that was it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Come on. Oh, you fucking king.
He bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it'll be 4th down.
A nice pass breakup there by Patrick Peterson, who has the cornerback position figured out. And you can see it in his play. Obviously, 5 Pro Bowls tells us that he's a pretty darn good player, but even more so, the footwork,
Don't worry, Tom. We
the
got 4 more
physicality
episodes
out on
to
the
fucking
corner,
get
Oh,
the
thank
ability
God.
to read patterns, and he makes plays on the football. And you know, if he gets his hands on it, he tends to take it the other way and maybe get it into 6 points.
7 yards on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie Brandon Williams.
It's always the rookie.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field,
Time
and
to
there
do
wasn't a big
something.
runback associated with it,
Maybe.
this kind of works like
I can do anything I want.
Altogether bad result.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to loft one deep, looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So the Patriots coming out now. They go back to the air here after the INT. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that's good for a New England 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Drop.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down at 5.
Oh, we only have one last time, please. But we got more games.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed.
Is there anything to catch the ball besides?
Oh, another field goal.
Oh.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just leave it there. Just leave it. Don't touch it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead.
I don't care about that.
And it has a win.
We get it back. We're back in fucking Arizona.
Garoppolo. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he's able to work it here to the
come on
line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Clocks are fucking friends.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And able to break 1 tackle, but they're quickly brought down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. To actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so electrifying.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Garoppolo now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Golden with a big-time sack on 3rd down.
Another field goal! With another field goal.
Out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Gostowski's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0.
Fuck this game!
So that's a big one there.
I can officially say this is the worst video I've ever seen.
It's got to feel pretty good right about now.
I win with field goals.
Clear yet? You're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than 1 big play to catch them.
Unless you can get a touchdown and
they'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They're looking for one final stop here, put this game on ice. What's the message from the defensive coordinator here?
Don't overthink it. You know what you have to do. Let's get this game over with and get to the locker room.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Just get it over quickly. They don't want to deal with any extra time.
You don't want any extra time. You don't want to do something out of the ordinary that gives them an opportunity and hope. Go out there and play the way you know how.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep now for Amendola. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
2nd down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say, I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job. And look at this. It's a fake. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
You guys aggressive, though.
A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
31 minutes, not bad. Let's keep it that way. We're just having a more exciting game. God.
All right now, blue 58.
Throwing now is Palmer. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Here's Palmer. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. So after the interception, here's Palmer. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Palmer to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. What a hard-fought, low-scoring game. A tough one to lose always, partner.
This is good shit.
For the losing team, not beautiful. But for the winning team, that's almost textbook, old-school football. And you know I loved it.
We hate these type of games. We have 4 more games left. At least 4. So. Who really cares about my Cardinals? I don't really care about them. I think you're gonna be the Broncos next, and I'm gonna be the Panthers. So you get the Broncos.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Glendale.
Wow. Well, for now, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you like it, I appreciate it. Comment, down below, share, also make so card is there. We get to see the playlist. Let's do the next episode now. This sponsor guys, if you like that video, click on Palmer to subscribe. If you want to see the previous video, click on the red zone logo thing. Peace out. Tom's on his phone, folks.